Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you once again for tuning in today. We'll jump right into the charts, the Bitcoin charts, which is the crypto standard and dictates all moves in the crypto markets, pretty much. Then after that, we'll go into the portfolio. We'll go into our portfolio, our crypto portfolio, and our overall portfolio, and the moves we made last week, and our moves in the coming weeks. Remember, our strategy, our goal is to get to 20,000, 10,000 of ETFs, and 10,000 of crypto before the halving of next year. So basically before April 2024. Now, all of that said, right, we want to jump into the charts. What's been going on with Bitcoin? Bitcoin crashed, if you can call it a crash, fell about 3% today, really. So we want to look at that, what's going on. We have perhaps a head and shoulders pattern going on. We'll discuss that. But more importantly, we have a death cross. And for those who don't know, death cross is basically when the short-term moving average crosses below the long-term moving average. Here in the charts, the yellow line is the 50-day moving average, which is short-term in this case, and the long-term is the 200-day moving average. When the short-term crosses the red line, that is called a death cross. A death cross, okay? I don't know if you guys can see this, but here, I would just put a drawing on it so we can see it clearer. Here, you can see that the short term has crossed the red line, the long term. This is bearish. And this means, normally, that Bitcoin price will fall. I will tell you what our target is, and basically it's coming from this head and shoulders. You know what? Let's just do it right now, actually. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Here, this is what we believe is the left shoulder. Then this is the head. And this is the right shoulder. And this is basically the trend line. All right. I don't know if I used the right line, but we'll keep it going. Yeah, these are not the right lines. Apologize here. Don't mind that. All right, I'll take this and I'll put it here for basically what the target is. Somewhere between 22,000 and 23,000. Okay, and I'll tell you why that makes sense. I'll delete all these lines that I have here, all these lines, these drawings I just made. Remember what I said before, that the short-term moving average, when it crosses the long-term moving average, when it breaks below it, that is called a death cross. The opposite is true. When the short-term crosses above the long-term, that is a golden cross, and that is a bullish pattern. Okay? So what we're gonna do now is I'll show you this same time 4 years ago. Remember, Bitcoin is a 4-year cycle assets. Okay, so the halving basically happens every 4 years, as we know, and Bitcoin has a bear cycle and a bull cycle all within those 4 years. Now, you know what? I might as well start you from pre that. In 2016, that was a halving, and after that, what did we have? We had a run up all the way to 20,000, basically. Okay, you can see that the yellow line, which is the 50-day moving average, again, was above the red line, the long-term average, and everything was going smoothly, very, very much so. Okay, 20x the price. However, here, right, in March 2018, you had a bearish cross, a death cross, when the short-term average falls below the long-term moving average. Then what do you have? You have bearish price action. Now, before then, surely, I'm sure we could see that the price fell from $20,000 to about $8,000, right? So that was already bearish, but the bearish pattern was confirmed with this death cross. And what did the price end up doing? It fell further to the low of that cycle, which was about $3,000. Now, what do we have here? In 2019, which was a year before the halving of 2020, right? Which is what we are in right now. 2023 is the year before 2024. Pay attention to that, right? Okay, in 2019, what do we have? From the bottom of 3,000, we get a golden cross, a bullish pattern, where the short-term average, daily average, moving average crosses the long-term moving average of 200. Then we get a breakout, okay? Mind you, this is pre-halving, so this is not the bull run. This is just really coming off the lows of the bear cycle, right? The bearish cross marks the end of a bear cycle. However, in that same 2019, we put in another bearish cross. So from the main bearish cross, from the main dead cross after the bull cycle, we get a golden cross, but then we get another dead cross. Okay, keep that in mind. This is a 4-year cycle. I'll show you exactly what's going on this year. Now you can ignore these crosses that happened in early 2020. That was COVID-19. So this was an outlier. Okay. Either way, we had our bull cycle after the halving of 2020, and the price went all the way up above 65,000. Now, getting back to today. Okay. We had said that 2023 is basically a 2019. Yes. Okay. And that's because it's the year before the halving. So what do we have here? Here, we put in our low. Not here. Where did we put in our low? Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. 2021, right? We put in our high. Then we have the bearish cross, the death cross, and the prices fall. And the prices fall all the way till we hit a low of 15,000. Then in 2023, we have the golden cross. Again, just basically an exact pattern that repeated itself in 2019. We had the death cross after the bull cycle, and we hit the low. Then we have a bullish cross. Then we rally above our previous low of that cycle, which is 15,000, which is exactly what happened here. We go all the way to 31,000, almost 32,000 actually, right here. You can see that high. Then we're putting in another dead cross. If you remember what I just showed you in 2019, right? Once we put in the second dead cross, we fall. We most definitely fall, but we never get to the bear low, okay? Now, in this case, I've already shown you the target from this head and shoulders. So it gives us an idea of where this death cross might lead us to in the coming weeks, okay? I believe it's going to be somewhere around here, around 20,000 to 23,000, okay? But my low is probably 20,000. It could break below 20,000. Anything can happen, but I highly doubt it's going to get to 15,000. But also say in the short term, in the next 2 months, 3 months, Bitcoin price, cryptocurrencies will go lower, okay? And I believe, not financial advice, that this is a great time to buy, because we know that in 2024, we are going to have our halving, and in the next 3 months, if this cycle repeats itself, we will put in a golden cross where the 50-day moving average crosses back above the 200 moving average. And that, my friends, is the beginning of the bull cycle. So this next 3 months, we will continue to average in wisely. And that's why our strategy is what it is. We're not putting in all our money right now. We're taking it 1 week at a time, because before the halving of April next year, we want to get to our targets portfolio size for crypto. And this, my friend, is the reason why we're doing this. Now, I'll take you to the crypto portfolio and update you on that. So we put in $400 today, really. And before that, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, we added about $500 in there. So for a total of about $900. And the $400 today went to Avalanche and Compound. So this was my average price that I bought them at. And the $500, sorry, went to Bitcoin 2 days ago. So this past week, we put in about $900 in crypto. Then, of course, our recurring investing occurs every day. So that's another $200 of investing. Well, technically 4 days because Labor Day, Monday was off last week. So call that about 160. So a total of about 1,060. Yeah, in the markets this week. I'll show you the crypto portfolio, then we'll probably hop into what our target, our strategy is for the next couple of weeks. We continue to slowly bleed. I mean, we put in about 1,060 last week, right? This past week, and now we are up maybe about 700, 800 max, right? Because our previous balance was about 7.3K. Now we're only barely above 8K. And you can see right here, we're down about $260 this past week. And 99% of this is from crypto. Okay, we continue to bleed slowly, but there's lights at the end of the tunnel. Let's jump into the crypto portfolio. Like I said, most of our losses are really coming from crypto. Everything is down. Everything is down. We got Bitcoin this past week. We added to our Avalanche portfolio. We added to our Compound portfolio. As you all know, we're trying to get Ethereum to about 2. Basically, we want Ethereum to be, in terms of portfolio value, to be about $3,000. So about 2 Ethereums. Then here we're also going to build out our Bitcoin portfolio to about $2,000. Then, so that's about 5,000. So that will make up 50% of our crypto portfolio. Then the rest will be split between Bitcoin Cash, Compound, and Avalanche. There is still a want to put Litecoin into this portfolio mix, but that's probably be it. We'll probably cap it at 6 different cryptos. I love Bitcoin Cash. I've said why. Perhaps in the next one we'll do some TA on Bitcoin Cash. But look, what I'm looking at is for it to really go above 1,005 in the next bull run. Anyways, here we're at about $550. We're gonna get Bitcoin Cash to $2,000. Again, all of this before the halving next year. We'll probably, Avalanche is already at almost 1,500. Okay, it's at 1,200, but down about 350, so about 1,500. That probably is it for Avalanche. We might get Compound up to 1,000, then we might put whatever the remaining is into Litecoin. So that's the portfolio. Like I said, it's a slow bleed here. We've just done the TA analysis. We believe that for the next 2 to 3 months, we will go down a little bit more and sideways for that next 3 months before we put in that golden cross. And from there, we expect to take off, really, to start to get the bull markets, the bull cycle going, the bull market going. And that will take some time. But after we put in that bullish cross, we expect smoother sailings, okay? We won't rocket back up to $67,000 immediately. Nope, not for the next year, right? But once this 3 months is over, it will probably we would have put in the lows for this cycle, right? Not the all-time lows for this cycle, which again, like my TA says, right, we've already put that in, but the low for this bearish, for this death cross. Okay, so that being said, now the 10,000 in crypto portfolio, right, will probably be in within the next 3 months. So we're shortening our cycle because we said this should be 10,000 before April next year, but now this should probably be 10,000 by the end of this year, just because we want to catch the bottom of this particular death cross. Okay, so that's what we're thinking. If it's possible, it will happen. If it's not possible, that's fine. We'll continue to build out before halving. It's not really too late. So that's it, guys. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Let us know what you enjoyed about it. Okay, I will bring another one to you next week. Let us know if you like this TA videos. We're just getting started, and we'll keep it pushing. See you guys later. Thank you again. Bye bye.